Everybody's a Christian until things get biblical. I received a question from someone who said, is it a sin that I live with my partner and we're not married? And the reason they asked this question is because people were telling them that they're going to go to hell for this. My response was a biblical answer, that you don't need a certificate from the state to be considered married. I made it clear that sex is only inside of marriage, but there's a difference between the marriage that we have when we go before God and make a vow and the state-recognized marriage. And a bunch of Christians responded, oh, I'm unfollowing you now. This is crazy. You have to be married or else it's fornication. Wait a minute now. I never gave permission to have sex outside of marriage. I was just defining what biblical marriage is. So I'm interested. How many of you think that your marriage depends on the certificate given by the state? Some people tried to quote saying, give unto Caesar what is Caesar's, or submit to your governing authorities. Neither of those have anything to do with this, because marriage isn't required in our country. So it's not like I have to get married by the country standards. Now, in my video, did I recommend that we do get married by the state as well because of the benefits? Yes, but I'm not going to mix my opinion with biblical fact. If the United States decided today that marriage was not beneficial for the society, and therefore they deemed all marriages to be null and void, would you stop considering yourself married to your spouse because the government no longer recognizes it? I hope that your answer would be no, because God's recognition of your marriage is all that matters. Likewise, when they said, Jesus, what if someone divorces their wife? And he said, if someone brings you a divorce certificate, it doesn't mean anything. For the Christians out there saying, well, you need to be married by the government or else it's fornication, let me ask you a question. If the government authorizes a divorce, are you divorced in God's eyes? Like I said, everybody's a Christian until things get biblical. Instead of bringing your opinions, come tell me what was unbiblical about my answer. It's not a sin to live with someone. That's not a sin. And if you've committed to spend your life with them and you've done so before God and your spouse and you've made a covenant with them, that's marriage. And in my video, I literally said this is not permission to live with people and have sex, because you still have to have a commitment with God, a vow before God. And when you are in that commitment, you are in that covenant, you can't just break it for no reason. If you don't like that answer, then God bless you and go in peace. I have nothing to say to you. Some of y'all be like, I'm not following you anymore. Like, oh no. Okay. I didn't come here to get followers. I tell y'all that all the time. I come here to share the word of God. The word of God says that a man leaves his family and cleaves to his wife and the two become one flesh. It doesn't say they stop by the magistrate's office.